But this is your roast rate for today. Daddy-o, welcome in. Peter, Dad, Ma, thank you for the contribution to the coffee paste. But the biggest of shout outs to Grace today. Grace actually bought this coffee for me. Our first one, she bought me like 4 of them. So, Terra organic coffee roasters. And this is the Mexico blend that they've got. Just like the name of it, I imagine. But the biggest shout outs to Traditional Grace. If you guys aren't following Grace, do yourselves a favor, check her out. Lovely little lady. Fantastic streamer. A good friend of mine in the channels. But this is Terra Mexico beans. Flavor notes of pecan pie, honey, and lemongrass. I am not actually, have no idea what lemongrass is. I mean, it's coffee from the crab, because Grace is allegedly crab. I would imagine florally. But this is a light roast, bright and clean with a medium body, and sweet notes of fruit and nut. Crisp, smooth, and satisfying. But your beans, lemongrass is used a lot. We actually do have beans. So your bean box, but get ready. Boom, that's what you're looking at. Now we do have a lot more darker beans in there than I would expect. But from the, you should have had beans for all but one, correct. But I mean, we do have a lot of light ones. And with the actual coffee, we are pretty light. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? I think you're a little biased, though, Father. Biased. It is a nice little... I know, well, I'm gonna make sure that you guys can see. Can't have my big-ass hands in the way, you know? But Grace, I do appreciate you, dear, for all of the support you give me. And for actually purchasing this coffee, thinking about me. You're such a doll, hun. Looks like, I don't think you know what that looks like. Must have smelled damn good. Well, you think about how many beans have been in this box. You know? I will say the beans smell fantastic. The pumpkin pie smell, definitely. Hey, Ren, how we doing, buddy? The one I sent. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. It was fantastic. Opened it up, and it was just like, yes, please. It's a whole bunch of yes, please. It's so well made. Uh-huh. If only we had a grounds box, right, guys? A grounds box. Could you imagine? In the shape of a bean? That way Bug can't yell at me anymore. Even though he's not even here to bean wankage the bean box like he always does. But Grace, I do appreciate the hell out of you. And if any of you guys aren't supporting Grace, make sure you do. She's amazing. And she's a crab. Go, thank you. Thank you, Red. Thank you. But I will say it's got very, I mean, it looks like this right here. It's got very floral, like it looks like that, like it's a bean, you know. Maybe if you'd flick one once in a while, Mom would get off your case. But it does have a very light roast smell to it, based off of you know, just from the brewing. I imagine the lemon grassiness is going to favorite cereal was the coffee one with the frog. The coffee one with the frog? But I don't know. I don't remember that at all, Ren. But I'm expecting this to be more lemongrass and honey than it is going to be the pecan pie, because again, as always, typically nutty flavors are reserved for your darker roasts. I will say that with looking at the beans in the bean box, you we do have some darker beans. So I'm not going to say pecans out of the question, probably. But with how light the roast is in general, um, that's not how that works at all, Dad. It's not how it works at all. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm super excited. I had some lovely hazelnut coffee earlier today, so excited to get some more of that caffeine in me. But again, Grace, cheers to you. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. So, very honey. Very honey. I get I do get the nuttiness, which is surprising. Um it's a interesting combination. Um the cuz usually like nuttiness is like the afterthought on flavor notes. It's definitely honey first. I will say it does go in. Hmm. It's hard to like if I wish I knew what lemongrass tasted like. Trying to get it all across. It's a very it's very smooth, but the ending is weird, which I think might be the lemongrass. It's very herbal. Think a slightly lemon tea taste. I think that's what the finish is. I'm also I'm also not getting well. See, like, and then there I got the nut taste is not very consistent. I will say. I'm gonna, Ren, I'm gonna have to send it to you. That way you can rate it. If this is tea, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to record a video for me. That way we can get an actual rating of this. But it's very light. Um, bitterness, not really. Um, but it definitely comes on strong with honey at the beginning. We probably fade into some of the, I don't know if I would consider it pecan. The nuts definitely after the honey. Um, I would almost call it almond more than pecan. Um, and it definitely finishes with what I assume is lemongrass. It does give it a little bit of sweetness before it goes into that. We saw a tea that was just made from the discarded roasted coffee pods. It's really super florally. I could see, yeah, I'm getting more like an almond than a pecan. Um, but yes, I will definitely say almond over pecan. Um, no, I have had a lot of pecans, ma'am. I've had a lot of pecans, and I've had a decent amount of almonds too. I can't believe you think I don't know my nuts, ma'am, ma'am. But what's wrong with saying pecans instead of pecans? Pecans. Thank you. See, exactly. It's on brand. Um, the finish is really smooth. There is a slight sweetness to it. It's not overbearing. Um, and it's the acidity is so low. It's a very smooth cup of coffee. Um, for a rating, especially being a light roast, I'm actually very surprised. Very surprised it gets away from like the floralness, you know? Like when I saw lemongrass, I was thinking I was thinking of like it's gonna be earthy, and it's not. Uh, if he said it wrong, he'd die for it. He coffee. I told him you like dark roast. The guy, oh, the coffee guy. It's definitely you. It's probably the best light roast I've ever had. Um, because it doesn't have the floral notes. It doesn't have the earthy notes. Tomorrow you can't say. Oh, rest in peace, Ren. Rest in peace. Absolutely, poor guy. Um, but it's interesting. I'm probably gonna. I'm not out of this world about it, you know, because it does give that little like it almost feels like it wants to start to be earthy. It's easily the best light roast I've had. Um, it's got the feel that it kind of wants to be earthy. It's but the honey first really cuts it out. Cuz like it tries to be earthy, but then the sweetness of the honey overtakes that feel. But it's kind of like you still get the like the reaction from it, and then goes into the sweetness of the honey, followed by the boldness of the nut, and then finishes with another little hit of sweetness, and then finishes smooth, which is really cool. And I don't. I mean, I don't really think you can compare beer to coffee, Father. It's a big difference. Because after like two or three beers, they all taste the same anyway. Didn't cost me a dime, Ren. Grace bought it. Grace, I'm. You know what? I don't want to say fuck it and give it a 10 because that makes it feel like, I'm not really meaning it. But this cup of coffee is, again, best light roast I've ever had. It is very unique and an entire experience that I feel I need to give you a 10 for it. Because at some point you have to tell yourself. I remember the first 10 I gave, and it was like, at what point do you have to continue to make excuses for why you're not giving it a 10? So, honey, I think I'm going to give it to you. It's not suck up. And she told me to pick the best one out of the group, which is what I did. It was a very delightful experience. Um, I was not expecting it to be that way. Not that I was expecting it to be bad, but when we come, it's like the opposite of the top of the morning coffee we last did, where I was expecting it to be really good and really bold and really strong, and it was just kind of landed flat. And this one was the exact opposite. I was kind of expecting, you know, earthy, floral, um, all that other stuff, and then it just didn't do any of it. It wasn't, again, maybe a little bit of the earthiness, but not like so much in your face like a lot of the light roasts are. And the the I don't know, I don't know if they blended because like look, okay, how well you'll be able to see, but like some of these are obviously cooked longer. You're a 10, and I mean, again, biased. But I mean, there's distinct evidence that some of these took more heat than others. You want the light one or the dark one, Fanny? And so, no, that's a square. I know you're not good with shapes, Pops, and geometry, but but so if it's almost like a blend, that would explain how you get the nuttiness out of the bean. But I'm trying to think about fair, fair. But squares are rectangles. Dang, got him. I know, right? Oh, it's so nice to not have a stale bean. It's not bad. It really kind of has a little bit of a sweetness to it, which makes me wonder if they put something on it. But no, in general, really good. There's a little more. It will not be. If you was it a little more, it would not be stale. If you was it, if you wash it, nice, Bugsy, nice. Yeah, Grace, 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. You told me to pick the best one, and I did. There you go. All downhill from here, right? So that was your roast rate for the evening. Grace, thank you again. I do appreciate you, hun. And thank you for all your support you give me. And thank you for the coffee. It means a lot. But let's get back to the game, shall we?